how's it going out there, everybody? Hope everybody's having a great day. Welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Cash, and this is Trucker News, or as I like to scream first thing in the morning, hashtag Trucker News. Yeah, let's get into these news stories. I'm an illiterate truck driver. You're going to have to cut me some slack on this. I can't read that well, but we'll work through it together. So I got lots of good news stories picked out for you today. We're going to go through them, talk about them, leave me lots of comments down there. I love to discuss the trucker news and the comments. MDOT's looking to reduce number of commercial motor vehicle / railroad crossing issues with new pilot program. Definitely going to get into that. Do you believe an old school truck driver used to do 1,800 miles a night? Whew, if you ain't seen those videos. Troopers are going to conduct high visibility patrols on the Ohio Turnpike through the rest of 2025. You're definitely going to want to know that. Driver's roadside coffee break blocks a highway, ends in a temporary out of service. We'll see. We'll see what they say. GM demands Jack Cooper to unload all vehicles due to concerns over their intense negotiations. Damn it. And a angry man mad about Jake brakes is arrested for using a gun to frighten truck drivers. Tennessee sheriff claims. Whew. Get yourself in a lot of trouble down there over that. Why would you do that? Driver's been tased and arrested for refusing to move his truck at an Alabama Love's. Come on. And we got mixed narcotics worth $19 million have been seized from a load of cucumbers and jalapenos. And the opinion piece of the day: no charges have been filed for a car hauler when cops find 62 pounds of drugs in a BMW. Come on. Hey, hang with me. We'll get to it. MDOT looking to reduce number of commercial motor vehicle railroad crossing issues with new pilot program. The Mississippi Department of Transportation is launching a pilot program aimed at making railroad crossings safer for commercial vehicles. Long Beach, Mississippi will serve as the testing ground for MDOT's Railroad Crossing Improvement Program. 9 of the 10 railroad crossings in the city will undergo safety upgrades. 2 of these crossings will soon be flattened as part of a dedicated truck route, and the remaining 7 will be gradually modified to be more level. So I guess they're talking about the hump over the tracks, you know. You see a lot of them low boys and them, removable goosenecks, the RGNs. You know, they're like this high off the ground. You know, they go over the railroad track, they get hung, boom. You know, it happens. So they're going to work on 10 of those. If you know where Long Beach, Mississippi is, that's where they're going to do it. So we'll see. We'll see. The project's estimated to cost $3 million and will begin on March 3rd. Officials estimate improving the entire state's railroad crossings could cost up to $85 million and take 20 years. That's because I'm not in charge. I'm going to tell you right now, you put me in charge of that crap, we get it done. Half the money, half the time. Time is money. That's what they don't understand. The only reason it costs so much is because you put it down. These sons of bitches retire from these construction programs. I mean, like, the I-40, I-77 interchange in North Carolina. How long's that been under construction? Since the dawn of time. You know, I mean, there's construction projects in this country that have literally been going on longer than I've been driving truck. It's unreal. It's unreal. Do you believe that an old school truck driver used to make 1,800 miles a night? Whoo, I put a picture of this old boy up here. It explains about 90% of it right there. If you haven't seen these videos on YouTube and Facebook and TikTok, well, the app formerly known as TikTok, if you haven't seen this guy on there, he's a trip. He sounds like he smokes 55 Marlboros an hour, and, he looks like your typical old school truck driver. You know, I got nothing against the guy, but he talks some mad shit of things he used to do. Self-proclaimed old school truck driver says he used to run 1,800 miles a night back in the day. Do you believe him? Let me know down in the comments. I just do some simple math on that. I mean, if you truck for 18 hours a day, that's averaging 100 miles an hour. I'm just saying. If you drive 100 miles an hour in a semi, you stick out like small genitalia in a porno. I mean, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You know, to do that every night consistently, come on. Come on. In the short video interview, the driver gives some tips on how he used to fool the feds. Whew! I love doing illegal shit and talking about it on the internet. For the win. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, man. Some people just got to be heard. Don't you be looking at me like that. Uh, it can be done. Trust and believe, he said, of those long hauls back in the day in this video. He eventually clarifies that he really means 1,800 miles in a 24-hour period, not overnight. And this was back in the early 2000s. You know, he probably had him a 350 horse Freightliner cab over. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I ain't gonna say bullshit because I can't prove he didn't do it, but I'm gonna say as close to bullshit as I can. I mean, come on, man. 1,800 miles in a 24-hour period. Let me do some quick math on that. Divided by 2.4. That's averaging. That's averaging 75 miles an hour for 24 hours straight. I'm talking no breaks whatsoever. I mean, hell, you at least got to stop occasionally and, do your cocaine off the dash, right? I mean, once he got some sort of fancy mirror he keeps in his fold down, he got a fold down mirror, he chucking it out on me. I don't know to get the logistics of illegal things, but I mean, you know how truckers are too. You go to the damn the counter there at the iron skillet, and you hear some shit like you never believe, and old truckers love to tell you the stories of I used to do this and I used to do that, and yeah, okay, right, right. You know, a lot of drivers need ELD laws because they try to push it too hard, he said, and they don't need to. I know how to push and I get their safety, but I know my limits. Watch the video below. If you want to watch it, it's on CDL Life, a couple other things. It's on Facebook. Babbling Brady is the name it's under. Babbling Brady. I make of it what you will. Troopers conduct a high visibility patrols on Ohio Turnpike through the rest of 2025. Come on. The Ohio State Patrol announced a partnership with the Ohio Turnpike and Infrastructure Commission to curb dangerous driving in 2025 with special emphasis on how drivers of passenger vehicles interact with commercial trucks on the roadway. Do me a favor, start cutting tickets for those trucks riding down the middle lane at 60 miles an hour. I seen a Swift. I mean, this blows my mind the other day. I passed a Swift truck on the Ohio Turnpike, and bro he was in the damn right lane. I give it to him. He was all the way over to the right. He was doing 55 mile an hour. He had his curtain pulled all the way to the A pillar, all the way up here to the front door. And as I passed him, I looked in my mirror, and he had a damn full laptop, like 15-inch laptop, sitting on the dash up here, blocking like the majority of his field of vision. And I was just like, bro, like, are you out of your mind? Like, you're just waiting to do a swift maneuver. Yeah, had his curtain pulled, like, that's not obvious, all right, already right off the bat. Your curtain, not even pulled up like where he could see his mirror, pulled all the way forward. He couldn't even see his mirror. And I'm just like, damn, bro, what the hell are you really up to over there, But anyway, cops are never around when you see something like that going on. It says in February, Ohio State Patrol announced an increased focus on safety initiatives for 2025 to promote highway road safety for drivers of passengers commercial motor vehicles on the 241-mile Ohio Turnpike. which includes part of I-80, part of I-90, and part of I-76. So there you go. That's what the Ohio State Patrol's up to, just in case you were wondering. Driver's roadside coffee break blocks a highway and ends in a 000 placement. I'm not sure what 000 was. That out of service? A truck driver and a motorist were cited after taking a joint coffee break on the side of the road of a Tawanawan highway over the weekend. The incident occurred Saturday on Highway 417 near Moody Drive in Ottawa, Ontario. According to Ottawa Citizen newspaper, truck driver and motorist both pulled over on Highway 417 and stopped on the shoulder with the semi-truck partially sticking out into the road. Both truck and motorist then got out of their vehicles and stood on the shoulder of the highway drinking coffee together. Wow. An Ottawa OPP police officer then spotted the roadside coffee break and pulled up to investigate the situation. Yes. Fayez says that it is illegal to park along the highway, including the shoulder, and both drivers received a $110 ticket. The two were also ticketed for pedestrian using controlled access highway, whatever the hell that means. The officer then conducted a commercial motor vehicle inspection and discovered numerous violations. The violations resulted in charges for the trucking company, and the officer temporarily placed the tractor trailer out of service. Whew, there you go. There you go. What an idiot. What an idiot. GM demands Jack Cooper unload all their cars off their car haulers due to concerns over intense negotiation. What is GM afraid they're going to steal their cars? Hold them for ransom, maybe? General Motors has issued a temporary stop of all its vehicle shipments due to intense contract negotiations with its long-standing auto haul partner, Jack Cooper. A plant employee at Bowling Green Assembly Plant in Kentucky told Detroit Free Press that he stood there and saw them unload 50 cars from the trucks that had just been loaded after the stop order was given by GM. They have never done that before, the employee said. GM is currently in intense negotiations with Jack Cooper over a new contract. The company has issued the temporary stop out of service. An abundance of caution over negotiations. GM is attempting to mitigate any potential risk of their vehicles, which are still being hauled across the country by Jack Cooper, should the negotiations take a negative turn. Wow. So they're making a big to-do about that, I guess. If you watch my previous trucker news, Jack Cooper, been hauling cars forever. They're in negotiations with GM right now to, up the contract. It's not going well, as you can tell. A man angry about Jake brakes arrested for using a gun and frightening truck drivers, a Tennessee sheriff says. This guy here, he looks exactly like what you would expect. A Tennessee man's facing felony charges for allegedly using a gun to threaten truck drivers because he was upset over the noise of their Jake brakes. On Thursday, February 6th, Thomas Gambrell, 47, was arrested on 2 charges of aggravated assault, according to the Carter County Sheriff's Office. On the morning of February 6th, a 911 caller reported 2 dump truck drivers that had heard gunshots while traveling on Landfill Road in Elizabethton, Tennessee. I'm just going to go out on a limb and say if you live on Landfill Road, you may not have the best address. I'm just saying. Sometimes life's a bee when you live out on Landfill Road. When police responded, the truck driver said that they had stopped to speak to one another in front of a residence on Landfill Road for less than a minute when they heard multiple gunshots. The dump truck drivers left the area and called 911. One of the drivers reported that the previous day while he was driving on Landfill Road, a man down the roadway toward him climbed up to the window of his truck and told him if you drivers keep hitting Jake brakes in front of his residence that he would shoot them. The driver said that he stopped in the road on Thursday to speak to the other driver. He heard 6 gunshots, and when he looked in his mirror, he said the same man he had encountered the previous day was there with a black pistol in his hand. The man told officers that he was afraid because of the statement the man had made the previous day. Damn it, boy. Damn it, boy. That's crazy. After securing the weapon, the sheriff's office asked Gambrell what had happened in regards to the truck drivers. Mr. Gambrell stated that he had stepped out on his porch and fired into his yard because of his frustration with the trucks. Woo, making so much noise. Deputies state that in the affidavit charging Gambrell, at the time I asked Mr. Gambrell why he would fire his weapon in that manner. He stated to get them to stop with the jake breaking. Damn it, boy. Now that's a man against some jake breaking right there. Driver tased in Alabama. Come on. Driver's been tased and arrested for refusing to move his truck at an Alabama Loves. Yes, just so you know, if you're on private property, they can ask you to leave. Um, you don't have the right to go, well, I've just entered the sleeper berth, or I'm in sleeper berth. It don't matter. Private property, they can ask you to move. It's unfortunate, but it's true. A truck driver was taken into custody after refusing to move his parked semi-truck at a prohibited area in Georgia on Wednesday night. The incident occurred Wednesday, February 5th at around 11 p.m. at the Loves Travel Center on Lonesome Pine Trail in Greene County, Alabama. Police responded to the truck stop on complaints of a driver refusing to move his truck after parking in prohibited area. When officers spoke to the truck drivers, explained the situation, and asked him if he could move his rig, he responded, probably not. Oh, man. Officers then informed the trucker that failing to move his semi-truck would result in a trespassing charge and removal from the property. The driver still refused to move the truck and then refused to provide his identification to officers. The driver continued to refuse orders from the police officers and eventually resisted arrest. Officers then tased the driver, which did not have the desired effect, they said. The truck driver, James Shanks of Haynesville, Alabama, eventually complied and was taken into custody. He was charged with disorderly conduct, criminal trespass, and resisting arrest. And I'm going to guess at the end of the day, he had to move that damn truck. Oh, man. Mixed narcotics worth $19 million have been seized from a truck hauling cucumbers and jalapenos. You don't ever mix your cucumbers and your jalapenos. I'm telling you right now, there's drugs in that truck. Ah, dang it. I should have been a border patrol agent. I would have been like, give me half of them. Blind eye, half of them. Oh, the cartel would probably skin me alive with the shenanigans I'd be playing. U.S. Customs and Border Protection seized over a ton of illegal drugs from a shipment of produce passing through the Texas cargo facility. The drug seizure took place on February 4th at the FAR International Bridge Cargo located in FAR, Texas. A tractor trailer with a load of manifested as cucumbers and jalapenos approached the facility from Mexico. It's avocados and cocaine from Mexico. Seeking entry into the United States, the tractor trailer was selected for additional screenings. Woo, that'll pull her around back, boys. I'm going to tell you what, if you're hauling drugs, they say, pull her around back. Best scenario, leave it in gear, jump out, take off running into the desert. Okay? I'm just saying. The commotion that the truck crashing, I shouldn't be telling you. Why am I giving away all my trade secrets? A physical inspection of the vehicle uncovered 26 packages of alleged heroin from Mexico, weighing 7.5 pounds and 8,206 packages of alleged methamphetamine, weighing 2,200 pounds. Come on. Yeah, buddy. They estimate the methamphetamine is worth $19.8 million. I mean, that's over a ton of meth. I mean, that's like a lifetime supply. But 19.8 million in methamphetamine and 144,000 in heroin. I mean, that's a strong weekend is all that is. I mean, come on. But yeah, they found them. They seized them. I like this story. This is a weird story. No charges for a car hauler after cops found 62 pounds of drugs in a BMW. I'm just saying, boy, that is a good way to move your drugs across country. I'm just saying, I got to make a few calls after I get off this. Uh, get car hauler Willie. Hey, hi, shot Willie, come on down here and pick up this 1992 Ford Taurus for me. Oh, man. Don't you dare open that trunk. Anyway, Mississippi police believe that a truck hauling a load of cars was unaware of a large amount of drugs that was stashed in a BMW on his trailer. You put it in a fancy car. You don't do that. I mean, that's buy you a 1988 Dodge Diplomat. You know, ain't nobody looking in a Diplomat. Come on. Thursday, 7 p.m., February 6th, traffic stop was initiated on westbound I-20 at the mile marker 68 in Rankin County, Mississippi, due to a tractor trailer hauling multiple cars that was failing to maintain a single lane of travel. The Rankin County Sheriff's Office deputy became suspicious of possible criminal activity and, during a consensual search, discovered anomalies in a silver BMW passenger car on the trailer. The car hauler was escorted to a nearby sheriff's department facility. A search of the silver BMW uncovered approximately 42.4 pounds of methamphetamine and 20 pounds of that old fentanyl. At the conclusion of the initial investigation, deputies believe that the driver nor the trucking company were aware of the illegal cargo concealed inside of the vehicle. The driver was released and has not been charged with any crimes at this time. However, it is an ongoing investigation. Whew! There you go, folks. That's what's going on in trucking these days. Thank you very much for tuning in to Trucker News. If you made it this far, smash that like button. Get it already. Subscribe if you're not a subscriber. I find that about half the people that watch my videos are not subscribers. It's a great injustice, but that's what the world is these days. So if you're not a subscriber, subscribe. Come join me for a live show. Lots of fun. Thanks, everybody. Hope you enjoyed. Appreciate you watching. Take care of each other out there. And remember, people are more important than trucking. Hi, I want to talk to you real quick about the ES Advantage card. Do you need discounts at major truck stop chains? They got them. Do you need discount on shop rates at TA and Love's? They got them. Tire discounts. They even got health insurance now. Click the link down below. Easy application, no credit check. Sign up. They give you a call back. They'll take all your information and you'll be in the network. How important is Wi-Fi? Very important. That's why I use Nomad Internet in my truck. Yes, sir. This is a Wi-Fi modem that you put in your truck. Check them out. Links below. This thing gets signal when my phone will not. So if you're ever stuck at that truck stop with no signal, you'll wish you had some Nomad in your truck.